Hey everybody, I put the news version of this out. It's on zenireport.com, but now I'm adding this video blog version to it so that you can be aware of that. And it's a giant problem for the city of Oakland. And it goes like this. Basically, contrary to the claims of Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao, Oakland A's Howard Terminal Ballpark is not entitled, as she says, and that includes an uncertified Howard Terminal environmental impact report. Now, you would say, wait a minute, the city council certified it last year. What are you talking about, Zane? Well, it was challenged in court by the East Oakland Stadium Alliance, and they made what they did was successful in that because, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, the A's never turned in drawings, construction drawings, not the renderings. Folks, renderings are not drawings you can build a structure by. Construction drawings would tell you that the weld goes here and the bolt goes there and so on. You're not going to see those kind of instructions in renderings of a ballpark like the one that we're waiting for with bated breath to present what the Athletics' new ballpark in Las Vegas will really look like, as opposed to the one that was, sort of a placeholder. I told you it was a placeholder, didn't I? But I digress, all right? But I digress. The Oakland Athletics are just days away, if not today, from rolling out the rendering of the A's ballpark at Tropicana, and Major League Baseball's vote is next week on the A's application to relocate to Las Vegas. Expected this month, okay? The city of Oakland was ordered to fix the ballpark wind impact problem at Howard Terminal EIR. The city of Oakland was ordered by Alameda County Superior Court to correct this major problem I'm talking to you about. And the EIR failed, the environmental impact report failed to account for wind impacts, nor did it offer any way of stopping the wind problem in the EIR. And again, because the problem was not considered. Why? They never had drawings to know how tall the ballpark was going to be at Howard Terminal. So if you're building a wind model, how do you know how to build a wind model of something that you don't know the height of, right? Yeah. Kind of hard to do, Okay. All right. So that's the big problem. The city's response on of all dates, Friday the 13th, October 13th, was we haven't figured out how to deal with this. I'm paraphrasing, but those are the basic words. So we need another 120 days to determine what we're going to do. Meanwhile, the Athletics aren't paying for anything the city of Oakland's doing. They are, as you know, jackbull focused on Las Vegas. And that leaves the mayor basically doing the mayoral version of that kind of, standing up in front of the projector with the light off and doing the kind of dog imitation with the hands to say the dog is barking and something is going on. Woof, woof, woof. That's essentially where the mayor is. Does it have to be that way? Of course not. The mayor could have simply decided a long time ago, hey, we're going to go after an expansion team, and we're going to go after an organization that wants to relocate to Oakland. Now, for those of you who say Oakland has more important problems to focus on, I say this, Oakland doesn't. And I also say this, you need to understand what it means to think systemically. In other words, if I have an edifice that's with a assessed value of 1.5 to $2 billion or up, if you put that in the middle of a tax increment financing zone, it is a big splash of tax increment revenue that can be used for, according to the law, libraries, roads, businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic, according to AB 464 Mullen, signed into law in 2021. It can be used by a joint powers authority like the Coliseum as well. It can be used to finance Head Start programs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Head Start programs. Basically, if you think creatively, you can build a city with it by adding subsidies here and there for different projects within the zone. And if you're smart, hopefully you've calculated the zone with respect to the amount of assessed value you need to produce the amount of tax increment revenue you desire to do these things, right? You can do that today. Okay? All right? That can be done. But if you're not going to build a stadium, you're not going to enjoy that level of assessed value. That's what people don't understand. So it's always, well, it's sports. It's sports. You know what? Knock it off. You're not intelligent. I'm going to say this just like that. I'm going to play it where it lay. It's not intelligent to say that. And I'm saying that because the people who think it's not about sports think that they're smarter than people who say that it is about sports. It is. Because the people who say that have some issues going on. Maybe they don't like the fact that professional sports is dominated by black athletes. You have some people out there that are screwed up like that. I kid you not. But they rather couch it in this sort of like eugenics idea. In other words, I'm into sports and therefore I am better than you. Excuse me. Or I am not into sports and I am better than you. Both are ridiculous. There's one fact. Again, a large structure, a sports stadium, then you add hotels, restaurants, all of that. Affordable and extremely affordable housing, all of it. Oh, and by the way, if you're smart as a sports organization, you're thinking, extremely affordable housing. Maybe I can get those as my new constituents and I can give them ultra cut rate tickets to fill in the seats of my stadium, right? Spend a little money, add to the coffers that help fuel the bond issue for the stadium. Just saying. Just saying, right? Have contests around social media so they can help me market the facility. Just saying. All right. My point is think systemically about this. Saying that in order to solve a crime problem, I need more police does not solve the crime problem when the crime problem is really happening because there's not enough things to do. There's no money to be made because there's jobs are scarce and there are no jobs for low skilled people. All right. Think about the system of events that causes the crime. You need tax increment revenue. And to get the effective amount of tax increment revenue, you need to build a sports stadium. Got it? All right. I certainly hope you do. All right. Oh, let them pack up and leave, he says. You should lead in this current and future sports projects. Thank you, Ed. Just want to get that out right now, folks. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark ZennyReport.com and Zenny62blog.com and OaklandNewsOnline.com. I'll see you.